now. Ed,
What's up, Tony?
we are live, dude.
We are. It's awesome. Happy
How's
Saturday night.
Yeah, dude. It's Saturday. How's it going, man?
Doing fantastic. Nice warm days, springtime, May, my favorite month. I love it. Love it.
Nice. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, you too.
It is, in fact, Saturday night live on the internet here, YouTube. Black Oak, Arkansas. We're talking about tonight. Show me your pick. Fruitcake Tony, Ed DeBrill, Brendan B. Squared. Hopefully, we'll be right along. But as Ed said, it is May. It's everybody's favorite month.
Yeah, flowers are blooming, and the weather's getting better and better each day. I love it. I love this time of year. Everything is businesses picking up for everybody. I'm sure,
Yes,
especially in the jobs we have, and yeah, I just
it is.
I love this. It's my favorite time of year. A lot of people like October, Halloween and all that stuff, and the fall. The fall is fantastic
Yeah.
too, but I just love the spring because I know summer's right around the corner and so
Yeah, I
forth. And
agree. Totally agree. I
yeah,
love this time. You guys are are just getting into some good springtime weather up in New England, Ed.
yes,
We've had it here in the South for a couple of weeks already and
hmm
not getting complacent, but enjoying it. But good, dude. I'm
yeah. I'm
glad.
getting
Yeah, last week we were talking week before, and the weather was like that nice here, and you guys were getting crappy snowflakes and
snow and
freezing
stuff.
rain. And
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm actually thinking about turning the air conditioning on now.
oh yeah, that's right.
So, it's getting a little humid. We got rainstorms coming through, and
We
that's
are
that's okay.
into May. We are on May the 3rd. I hope your springtime is turning out nicely. I hope the weather is cool where you are. It's been really dry here in the South. It is raining here as we speak, Ed,
Oh, good.
um, and rather hard too. Lucy didn't want to go out a moment ago.
Oh no.
It's yeah, it's been raining hard for a good hour or two now. We hadn't
my
had rain here in more than a week, so
my dog used to do that too. He'd stand there in the doorway and kind of look up and look around and go, "Nope, I don't want
yeah,
it."
Lucy will look up and say, "I'm holding it." Yes, but no, it's much needed rain here in the South. So yeah, hopefully, Ed, it will the rain will continue because we need it, But I need the rest. I don't need to get up and go to the golf course in the morning. I really need a day off, a real day off. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
hot at it all week and just nonstop till Monday. And but a a rain out would do it. You know who
Yep.
who can get me a rain out? Ed, you can get me
Well,
a rain out.
let me talk to Mother Nature and ask her, if she can give you a little time off tomorrow.
So
We'll see.
I trust when I wake up in the morning, it'll still be raining, and I'll look at the radar and I'll roll back over.
You hope.
I hope.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see. I mean, you're a busy guy, and sometimes you need that rest,
I do though.
especially at our age.
I need a rain out though. I really do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I certainly do. But at any rate, um, Ed, it's great to see you.
You too, brother.
waiting on our bud Brendan B squared. Hadn't talked to him this week at all. Seen him around and got a few text messages and all like that, but hadn't talked to B this week. Um, so hopefully he'll be right along. Nevertheless, we're talking Black Oak, Arkansas here tonight on Show Me Your Pick number 249, Ed.
Wow, that's crazy when you think about it.
We're almost at a very cool number. Um, and the very cool number's about to come up here in a couple of more weeks after. But next week here on the show, and not to rush this, but we are so excited here um, about next week's show. Not that we're not excited about this week's show, but
Yeah.
next week we have a very special guest in the house here in studio Saturday, May the 10th. And this episode will be episode 250. And it is a long awaited episode. This band is one of my favorite bands. I've been asked a gazillion times, when are you going to do this band? You love this band. Why haven't you done this band? Or good reason why. And
You were holding out.
that's a good answer, Ed. Holding out.
For
But yes, but so next week here on the show, we are finally going to have a autograph. Show Me Your Pick episode number 250 with very special guest Steve Lynch in studio with us right here. Can't wait.
so turn up your radio or turn up your
Turn up.
YouTube channel.
You got it, dude. Um, Steve has been in the past couple of years, if you followed, he's been a very busy guy. Steve, since the end of Autograph and writing a book and a lawsuit, etc. And he's been a busy guy. He has, but
Oh yeah.
a great dude. He's always been in contact, and I've always been, as a lot of you know, a huge autograph fan to start with. Um, yeah, but Steve has a new book out, just released, and it's overdue. Um, because he's been a busy guy there, with the autograph stuff that he's had to deal with in the past year, um, that he should not have had to deal with, and getting all that behind him, and the great name, um, and brand of autograph,
Mm-hmm.
Ed,
Yep.
and the legacy of its music and its history is and so yeah, but Steve, all that's behind Steve now. He's got a brand new book. He's pushed forward with this new book, Confessions of a Rock Guitarist, Steve Lynch, and Steve has sent us a copy. It is a fantastic read. We'll be talking about that specifically next Saturday here with Steve.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
show you a bunch of old autographed guitar picks of Steve, Randy Rand. We'll talk the good old days of autograph, how they started, Steve's career. He's written a couple of books, Ed. Um,
Yeah.
And yeah,
He,
Steve is a great player. He is a graduate of the Guitar Institute, and
Wow.
that was a turning point in his life, young life as a player, and he's a great dude. And autograph next week.
So Steve and his old buddies, the original band, they have a certain distinction in my history that I will bring up next week, but I'm not going to say it now.
Nice,
What it's all about, but
nice,
yeah, a certain milestone in my life, he was a part of.
right on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I hope it involved a chick, Ed.
Uh, it involved five, but
Oh, oh.
we'll talk about that next week.
All right, okay. We'll hold you to it.
Yeah,
All right. Once again, we'll show this again toward the end. Next week, autograph number 250, Steve Lynch. Special
250.
guest right here.
The age of our country this year. What a
Nice,
coincidence.
nice,
Hey,
nice.
by the way, later on, maybe after trivia, I have
Oh,
unpackaging.
yes. Ed has a unpackaging.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
I think you're gonna like it.
I think
I know
so
I do.
too, Ed.
It's gonna be cool.
Um, so Ed,
Yeah.
it is Saturday night. We are going to, at some point in the show later on, and hopefully after your unboxing, because I want to see what's inside. I want to
Oh
see
yeah.
what's inside. All right. So later on in the show, we're going to do some 10 shot rock and roll trivia
Awesome.
and 10 cool questions about music and rock and roll. And you might know something. I write these questions for you. You know I do. For tonight, we're going to ship you out Monday morning a very cool Eric Clapton. They're running low. What year does that say, Ed? 2014?
Oh, I can't.
And yeah, there it says it again.
Kind of blends in with the black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Tour
2014.
2014. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So that's what's shaking for 10 shot rock and roll trivia for tonight. Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with an Eric Clapton pick.
No, not at all. And I only have a couple of those left, and we don't do the same. They kind of all that stuff goes kind of in like a loose rotation.
Yeah. I've got one
Um,
here somewhere I won. I don't know where the hell it is. I have so many
yeah,
picks now. Yeah, I
nice.
remember winning it years ago. I was like, oh yeah, that was fantastic.
Wow, nice. Um, all right. So yeah, so at the end of the show, if I don't forget, and Ed make sure I don't forget,
Okay.
we'll show you some really cool Black Oak, Arkansas guitar picks. Um, yeah,
All right.
we will. We will. Um, and we're going to talk about Black Oak, Arkansas tonight, and they they were a working band, Ed. They were a working band. Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, and they are still out there today, and we'll get into all the Black Oak, Arkansas history here in just a bit.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
we have some other news from these guys.
Oh, some Van Halen.
Yeah, I mean,
So what's going on in the Van Halen? Halen world.
Well,
First, I'd like to say, Ed, the new video by Mammoth WVH. If you haven't seen it,
it's fantastic.
I know
It is amazing. He's got his mom and his wife in there beating up werewolves and zombies, and
it
Miles
is.
Kennedy turns into a werewolf or whatever, and Slash is just standing there like it's so
I'm
funny.
I'm liking. I like the graphics of the
Yes.
video and how they and it's not just some live clip, Ed.
No, it's just it's amazing production, and I mean, and he's got an ode to his father in there where they line up some tables and
Yeah,
Wolfie walks
right.
down doing his solo
Yes, sir.
just like in Hot for Teacher. Um, the music is fantastic. Obviously, I mean it's just incredible song, and I really digged it. And he had a little countdown. He had a little couple teasers going on at first that he sent out, and then finally the song hit, but it didn't have a video with it. It was just the words and so forth and audio. But then the video hit, and yeah, it was pretty cool. And he's got the little nod to Michael Jackson as well, Thriller.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
kind of stuff he's doing in there. So yeah, it
What
was
what's the actor's name?
um, for who
The the guy
the actor for.
in the video, the guy
Oh,
holding the pen.
oh, you got me. Um,
I'm sure somebody in chat knows, but
yeah, they probably do.
that
I don't.
they they got the perfect guy. They got the
Yes.
perfect guy.
Oh, that's gonna bother me now. But yeah, the song, the video, it's fantastic. And they just launched a tour. They're gonna be touring with Miles Kennedy.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's number one kind of Van Halen related news. And then
Yeah, Wolf is knocking it out of the park.
number two, Sammy came out with a song that he uh, supposedly that he had a dream or something about Eddie, and they wrote a song together. And this was a couple of years ago, I guess, but he didn't decide to put it out until now when uh, he told Joe Satriani about it, and Joe said, "Really? Let me put some music to that." So they started to collaborate and wrote the song "Encore." Thank you, good night, and it's that's a rocking tune too. I really like that.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Absolutely, it is.
Um, and he played. They played Stagecoach Festival, which was pretty cool. It was streaming live. I watched it. I think Brendan did too. I mentioned it to him as well, and we were both messaging back and forth. This is cool, whatever. But Sammy's doing his residency right now in Vegas. He's now until the end of the month. So yeah, and then Dave is playing the M3 festival. I think tomorrow night,
That's
right?
this weekend. That's right.
Yeah, he's I think he's ending the show, isn't he? I think he's the headliner.
Dave's the headliner tomorrow night. You
Right,
got it. David Lee Roth. He hadn't been on stage in 5 years.
right. Yeah, this guy.
Hadn't performed live in 5 years. So I am. Yeah. So I did not make an effort to go up there, Ed, from here, North Carolina to Maryland. It's not that far, you know.
Right, right.
Um, it's not a bad drive. I've made it a bunch, but I it's spring and it my last, I guess, my last concert experience, my last Live Nation experience, I guess.
Wasn't
Um,
well. I know. Oh,
so
Breaking news. Andy Carson says David Lee Roth was tonight. He just saw a video
Us tonight. I've looked on
tonight.
YouTube right before the show. I didn't see any. I saw it's tonight. Okay.
Aha.
Can't
Aha.
wait to see the video. They're
Yeah.
there already. Right on.
Yeah.
Nice. We'll see what day brings. We'll see.
Yeah. I know you and Charles didn't have a great
I'm
experience at the Sammy show last year, and
I, I
that's
am
unfortunate.
curious if Charles is up there or not. I don't know.
He mentioned on his show last night that he was going to be calling you or talking to you. I don't know
Yeah,
about
we did
something.
not speak about going up there, and I'm unsure if he was going up there or not. A couple friends are going up there, um,
That's
but
right.
I'm really I'm kind of glad I'm not going. You know,
Well, you're
um,
already tired from working golfing.
well, not just that, but just the last. You know,
Logistics of it.
I want to see Charles,
Yeah.
but and I'd love to see Dave at this thing. You know, it might be. You never know. It might be the last one. I mean,
Yeah, could
so
be.
go when you can. But nah, um, I'll watch it on YouTube, bro.
Me too. Yeah.
You know,
Okay, so we'll see how he does it. According to Andy, it wasn't bad. So I mean, I think at this point in Dave's career, if he went on tour and had to sing every other night, I don't think it would work out well. But
right?
to do a one-off show here and there, fantastic.
Yeah.
And we'll see
That
how the reviews are when we talk to our friends, Darren and who else is going? Is Charles going, or did so you don't know if Charles went or not?
I don't know. I don't know. Paltrowitz is up there though. Um,
Yeah.
So you'll Darren Paltrowitz. We've had him here on the channel as a guest. He's got a YouTube channel, and he'll cover a lot of M3 stuff, I'm sure,
Oh yeah.
on his channel. But he's up there this weekend. Um,
Yeah. Great
and
guy.
in Maryland, but they got a bunch of acts for each day. Today it was Slaughter and Winger, and I don't know who else. Ed.
Sebastian Bach played, and I heard from a friend of mine that he was awesome. He hasn't lost much of his swagger and voice and stuff.
Right.
He's still a tall motherfucker
Yeah.
with long hair.
Yeah.
He's a really big guy. I mean, he's like Christopher Silva size. I mean, he's big.
He is. I like
He's like
that
six
dude. I
nine or
I
something.
always he's a crazy motherfucker.
He is. He
Or
is.
is
He's
he's a
nuts.
mother trucker. But no, I he's got a mouth on him though, but he's the
Yeah.
lead singer. He
Well,
should. He fucking should though. You know,
right.
I
Right.
mean, I think that dude really has always been the ultimate like lead singer mold type. You know, I mean, of course there is Dave, but I mean, you know,
Did you ever see that picture of Sebastian and Dave sitting together on a plane?
uh-uh.
Oh, you got to look that up. It's so funny. Dave is there, just his shit eating grin. Dave. You know how Dave, he's always has that grin. Sebastian is just like he's been worn out. I think you know how Dave is, and so forth. I think it just wore him out, and they had to sit together on a plane. And
So
Sebastian didn't look happy. He was like,
Sebastian
"Are you
Bach
fucking kidding me?"
is on the same deal as David Lee Roth. That's pretty classic.
Yeah,
I
that's pretty cool.
remember
But this was years ago when the picture came out.
a lot of you have watched the clip of him talking about the going to the MTV Video Music Awards, and this is like 1989, whatever.
Yeah,
And Rick Rubin is with them because he's their manager, and they put in a limo is David Lee Roth, Sebastian Bach, and Axl Rose,
Oh God.
and and they're going to the Rainbow or wherever in a limo, and Dave's got a bottle of Jack in the middle, and he said, "A couple of heirs to my throne." And Axel turned around and looked over at Sebastian. What the fuck did he just say? And so it, it,
Oh man.
Dave was real drunk, but they both, he sent, this was before internet. He's telegrams. He sent both of them the next morning saying, "I know you're not heirs to my throne. I was just drunk, and that was
Yeah.
I was jacked, and you know."
Yeah. That's the way he is. And I'm sure Sebastian and Axel kind of expected that kind of stuff. Thank God there weren't any fisticuffs or any fighting going on. I could imagine that those three.
But still, though, I mean, to wind up for those two, for Baz and Axel to wind up in limo unexpectedly with David Lee Roth like that, you know, Dave, you
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd love to be. Oh my God, can you imagine being in a room with those three and just having a party? That would be fantastic.
right.
That's
I know
funny.
it would be. Ed, let's open up the
Sure,
let's open up the chat
there's a lot of cool
before
people
we
in
get
here.
too far into things here with Black Oak, Arkansas. And we're going to talk a lot about our boy Jim Dandy. Yes, we are. Um, so,
Yeah.
but yeah, but so we are on May 3rd already, and 2025. We have a very important date on the calendar coming up here at Show Me Your Pick here in just a couple of weeks. When we turn the calendar one more time over to June, we're going to be we're going to be celebrating 5 years here
Wow.
on Show Me Your Pick. Yeah,
With our friends,
we will, almost to the day, almost
co-founders.
to the day. Yeah. So Sandra and Steve hopefully will be here.
Ben Tom.
Bent Tommy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. Fun, fun, fun.
Yes, it will. Um, yeah. Hard to believe, but very proud that we're still here doing this weekly thing here after 5 years, and no end in sight, Ed.
No, there's a long list of
There
artists.
our list is yeah, I'm actually wondering, Ed, as many episodes as Show Me Your Pick has left, we've barely scratched the surface
Hmm.
as
Yeah.
far as like the camera stuff that I use to show the pics, and just the whole stream yard that we use here. What's going to be the norm for doing live streams in the next 5 years?
Oh, it'll be holograms. We'll be 3D. We'll be AI.
So I can be out hitting balls, and I don't have to be here, right?
Yeah, we could just let it go. Just hit play. Just
Nice.
let it go.
Nice.
Let our AI characters talk to the people and stuff. Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
I'm warming up to the idea of retirement, Ed. I am.
I could make myself a little slimmer and get rid of the B cups here that I
Nice.
have.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. There's a lot of future shows that it's just gonna be fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many artists that we haven't covered yet, and especially since you cover, not only just rock, I mean, but also country and other genres, and
yeah,
I mean, it's endless. I mean, you've covered a lot of the big ones, but there's still more big ones to go.
I know. There is. Um, yes, and more special guests too
That too. Yep.
yet to come. Um,
Right.
yeah, but no, we're very proud to say that we've done this for 5 years. Thank you, Sandra Pokorney and Steve Rosen, Bent Tom, Gary Big G Tholander, Brendan B Squared. You guys were the original OGs here. Um,
Yeah.
we adopted you later, Ed.
Yep. That's all right. That's all right. Found me on the street, just talking mumbling Van Halen stuff to myself, and
We took Ed in. We fed him soup.
yeah. But
He already talked the Van Halen
gave,
language, so he was already at home.
yeah, gave me my shots. I'm good. I'm good.
Nice.
I'm good. No rabies. I'm good.
All right. Let's see who. Let's open up the chat, Ed, and
All right.
see who all our friends are here hanging out tonight with us. Let me scroll. I'm going to scroll all the way, all the way, all the way to the top.
Take me to the top. Molly Crew.
Take me to the top. Yes. All right. I have opened. All right. I'm open, Ed.
Awesome.
I see it.
Top
I
down.
see them.
Aloha.
Right. Exactly. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. What did you drop?
I don't know. I dropped the lid
Oh,
off my tea.
that's all right. Just don't knock it over now.
I know.
Short circuit stuff.
I'm going to set it up here. I think it's light enough. I
Lucy
I
won't grab it, will she?
No, I drink out of the bottle. You know,
Hey, why not?
I drink out of the big bottle. Ed, are you seeing this?
Yeah, Gold Peak. Good stuff. I have
Are
some
you
in my
seeing
fridge
that?
right now.
Okay.
Although I drink the unsweetened stuff. Sorry. I know you like sweetened tea.
I'm going back to a show about 4 or 5 weeks ago when we talked about tea. I don't know if you remember.
Possibly.
Anyway,
Might have to.
anyway, anyway. Let's
Yes.
see who's hanging out here tonight. Welcome. Help this channel subscribe by sharing this video on your social media sites
Yeah. Hit
over
the thumbs
there.
up.
And hit a thumbs up. That's right. Call your neighbor and tell them that we're live. Text message your buddy. All right. Aloha, Mr. Hand. All right, Jeff. William De Silva, what's up, dude?
What's up, William?
Good to see you, man. Right on. Let's see here. Edward R. Nugent Jr., our recent 10 shot rock and roll trivia champion.
Yes, Edward from
Yes,
Connecticut. He's not far
you
from
are
me.
very welcome, Edward. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Tell your girlfriend and tell her to call her friend.
I'm an
And
Edward R as well, by the way.
right on.
Yeah,
He's a Nugent, though.
he's a Nugent. That's
He's a
special.
Nugent. Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
special.
Good to see you, dude. All right, let's see here. Steve's in the house. What's up, Steve?
What's up, Steve? Another past winner.
Yes, sir. I see the trivia players. I do. I see them. Lewis is in the house. What's up, Lewis?
Hey,
Good to see you, dude.
Lewis. Yeah, that was a great moment for Brendan when he caught that pick.
I know, and that
Classic.
clip, we were actually live with him at the Chance with Ace Frehley, and we captured that live while we were live with him. That is
Amazing.
he caught that thing. He put his hand up and the thing just went in his hand.
Unbelievable.
And he comes, yeah.
Normally, it hits somebody. You have to. Everybody scrambles, and you have to pick it up off the floor. And
But we've all caught a pick. We've all had to pick them up off the floor and scramble amongst the others like a baseball at a baseball game, but like that. But we've all caught them too, right? And that's the coolest when you catch them in the air.
I wish I have, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't caught one.
You hadn't caught one, Ed?
No.
It's not a
I don't
hard
think so.
task, but they're, yeah, that's the coolest.
I haven't had too many times where I was close enough to get a pick.
Us as kids, though, at concerts, we were rabid. We would get our hands on those guitar picks.
Mm-hmm.
We were. All right. Yes. That was a great moment. I couldn't believe that he caught that thing in the air that night.
You were so excited. You're like, score!
I was too.
Score!
Hell yeah. All right. There is Quentin F. and James in the house. Guitar Talk Universe.
What's up, Q?
Yes, you did have a very slappy Kentucky Derby, but it is Kentucky Derby Day.
Oh, was it raining a lot there?
I think so.
Yeah. A lot of mud.
Yep.
Huh. How's your monitor, buddy? Did you fix it? his monitor broke, I guess. It's the stand or whatever. Anyway, it's just another day in Quentin's life.
All right. Yes. So I do have a fresh supply of Quentin F. and James guitar picks, and those of you, yes, just like that. Those of you winners are seeing these things show up in your prize
This
packs.
never wants to show up.
And I trust that you know who this guy is, and Guitar Talk Universe YouTube channel. Lord. He is one of the best guitar players on YouTube here. He really is. He's a lot of fun though, and yeah, Guitar Talk Universe. Good to see you, Q.
Yeah, he messes around and says he's not that great, and
he's humble and modest. And that's a good quality. But the dude's got a left hand. The dude's got a left hand like no other. What's up, Tommy?
What's up, Tommy?
Good to see you, man. All righty.
By the way, that statement, aloha, Mr. Hand, we all know it's from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but it's also, when you buy yourself, it's a foreplay thing. It's aloha. Hey, Mr. Hand.
Aloha, Mr. Hand. I don't know that.
I think so. I've heard.
I don't know that Monique's gonna agree, Ed.
Oh crap!
You got to get it past her first, pal. That's your cousin.
I know. I know.
Hey, Monique, good to see you,
What's up,
ma'am.
Monique? You're right. It is humid. I have a fan on me right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here that it was, I don't know, 80, 82 and low of 60. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was in the car doing an errand today, and it was 86. Yep.
yeah. There is OU812. Ryan, what's up now? Good to see you,
Ryan,
dude.
what's going on, brother?
Right on. Ryan is the captain of the O crew there on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
If you don't know who those guys are, they do a gear show on Tuesday, Trans Trim Thursday, and a community jam. Him and his crew mates are all guitar players, and they jam out 5 p.m. on Sunday. Yep. And it
He is
is,
a busy guy.
yeah. Um, we didn't mention Charles Green earlier has a YouTube channel.
Hmm.
Our brother, he's on Fridays at 10 p.m. He was on last night. Um,
Yeah, good show.
yeah.
He's nursing some sort of hand issue, carpal tunnel or something. He's having trouble. He couldn't play live, which was unfortunate. So they just replayed some old clips of him,
Oh, okay.
playing the guitar,
Right.
which was cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So go support Charles Green there on YouTube and OU812
yeah,
also on YouTube. They're on 3 nights a week. So both of those links are down in the description of this show, and you'll find them there. Um, so yeah, Ryan and his OU crew supply the house music here at the house on Sundays, usually. Um, and I lurk. Sometimes I don't even stop to chime in. I'll step out a second, come back, and they're finished or whatever. And but nah, great entertainment.
yes.
5
Laid back,
p.m.
great
on
music. Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah, yes it is. All right, let me continue here. See who is there's Andy Carson in the chat. Station 5, Chattanooga, Tennessee. What's up, bro?
And I think he had to leave though.
I'm sure. Always on call.
Yep, busy guy.
Dwight, the Hitman Bailey in the
Hit
house. What's up, Dwight?
Hitman.
Good to see you, dude. That dude.
That's an active guitar player.
Yes,
Man,
he is. And bass
he's
player. Yeah.
yeah, he posts a lot of great stuff.
Yeah. Dwight's hot and heavy. Dwight writes new music constantly,
Yep.
lyrics and songs. He
I think
does
the last
bass
one was
version and
yeah,
guitar version and sings while he plays these
and he pipes in
guitar and bass.
background vocals too.
Yeah.
And there's disco balls going on. There's a cactus, and there's holy crap! It's quite the scene. But I think his last
Dwight Bailey has done quite he's got quite a catalog on YouTube and has
yeah,
for
it's pretty big.
now a number of years, and he doesn't go live. We've had him on the show as a guest, but he doesn't go live on his channel. But he
No,
quietly goes about his business, and he
yep.
pumps 2, 3 new songs out a week, vocals, um, music,
Oh
bass,
yeah,
and does bass versions and the guitar versions and sings while he does this, plus writes the lyrics to them. Um,
pretty creative. Very creative.
yes, he is.
Yeah, I mean, I think the last one I saw was Dragon's Tail, something like that, just recently, like yesterday. But yeah, fantastic stuff.
I know it almost makes you think, Ed. Damn, if I needed a song, damn,
There we
I
go.
just call Dwight.
Yeah, they have a right one for our show.
That's right. I mean, nice to see you, Dwight.
We'll compensate you somehow, Dwight.
All right, let me scroll. See who else is hanging out. All right. If you are just joining, say hello in chat, please. It's Saturday night. Nick's here. What's up, Nick?
Nick, what's going on, young fella?
All right. Ian and Andy is here. What's up, Ian?
Hey, Ian.
Good to see you. All right. I don't know that we know Ian already or not, Ed.
I've seen the name before. I recall him in the chat before. Yes, I'm
Okay.
almost positive I have seen him. The next guy, Curious Potato. No, but hello,
Okay. Yes. Welcome, though. Welcome. We may know
welcome.
you by another name in the past, but if you want to remind us of that, but if not,
Yeah.
welcome. It's great to see you. Zach Thong's here. What's up, Zach?
Hey, Zach. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Good to see Zach. Fellow
See Zach.
Carolinian here.
I see him
South
on.
Carolinian.
Yeah, I see him on a lot of other shows.
Yeah. Kurt 5150. What's up, Kurt?
There he is. He was missing from the Wednesday show.
He was.
Yeah.
Kurt is part of the Wednesday YouTube Under the Bus Network YouTube channel. Um, yeah, and that is fantastic family entertainment at its finest on
Well,
Wednesday at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube. Under
family,
the Bus.
family. You mean like 17 and over, right?
I Shimon You damn right. That's
not not
quality family
not
entertainment.
not the whole family. not,
The whole
not
all
the youngsters. It's not
kids,
the
you can
youngsters.
stay up late tonight. Yes,
It's like when my mom let me watch Benny Hill.
exactly. Precisely it. But no, great entertainment, great
Oh,
dudes. Him,
that's so
Jay
funny.
Hannon, Boner,
Oh
Jams,
yeah,
our boy there.
yeah.
Wednesday,
Great
Under the
guys.
Bus. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
they're
that
funny.
is everybody's midweek stop here on YouTube live
Yep.
stream. So if you don't know who Under the Bus is,
It's my
there's a link down below if you don't.
it's my comic relief. I mean, they're fantastic.
Right.
They're so funny. It's like being in the locker room. With the guy with your buddies.
I know.
That's pretty much how I look at it.
Can't wait to see next week's thumbnail too.
Yeah, they do a really good job. Matter of fact, I just joined Canva, so you'll see what I come up with, Tony. Anyway, that's what they use.
Joined what?
Canva is a
What the
program
hell is
that Canva Canva is a program that you use for sort of like a Photoshop kind of thing. You can
ah
you create it's for production. You create videos, you create logos, you can create all kinds of stuff. Um,
right.
I just joined it today actually, and I'm going to be using it for graphics and things.
Nice. Nice.
That's what Kurt uses.
Sir William of Bologna Bologna 3.
He's royalty.
Nice.
Yeah,
Welcome.
sir. He's a sir. What's up, William?
Nice. Nice.
I saw him in somebody's. I think it was actually. I think it was under the bus.
Right on. Welcome, dude. Good to see you. Happy Saturday, Curious Potato. I I
Yeah,
I, I kind of like that name. I
that's
do. I
that's
kind of like
that's
that name.
cool.
I
I
do.
like it.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah, yeah. Welcome.
the picture. It's like a groundhog. It's like Caddyshack.
I dig it. Nice. All right. Hang out. All right.
I'm all right. Nobody worry about me. All right, go ahead.
I think my kid used to have one of those little things
Oh,
and
did it move?
battery. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. SoCal TWA.
Gen Z rock trio on the planet today. The Warning. Oh,
The
okay.
Warning. Okay.
Huh. I'll
Right
check them
on.
out. Thank you.
We like shameless self promotion around here. We're the shameless,
We don't
most
care.
shameless
Sure.
motherfuckers you ever saw, anyway. Right. Nice. We'll check it out.
I think I've heard of them.
All right.
Yeah, it's like a trio of hot girls, actually.
Nice. Let's see who else is hanging out tonight. If you are just joining, say hello in chat. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are episode 249 here. I think we're all the way to the bottom. To the bottom.
All right.
Yes. We are episode 249 here tonight. Black Oak, Arkansas. Ed.
It's before my time, and I'm sure it's before your time too. Um, they formed in like '63, and they've been around for a long time. A lot of lineup changes, but the original band was called the Nobody Else,
Right.
and they were from Black Oak, Arkansas. I mean, that's the reason why I guess they took on that name eventually. But it's funny. They when they first formed when they were young, they stole the PA system from their high school, and they got 26 years
Yes.
in prison, but it was a suspended sentence. How do you get 26 years for stealing a PA system? I don't understand that. I really don't.
Somebody was hot to try to burn somebody's ass.
Some judge down south did not like these long-haired, hippie-looking guys, apparently, because I mean that's ridiculous. 26 years. Come on. I mean, people who commit murder get 20 years. I mean, come on. I don't understand that, but it was a suspended sentence, so they didn't really, have to go to prison. But they moved to Memphis eventually, and they signed a record deal and with Stax Records, and then eventually they were interested in that psychedelia stuff. That what's his name that we just did a show on this psychedelia stuff. Is it Bootsy Collins or who was that group? I can't remember now. With
Parliament Funkadelic.
yes, that kind of stuff. And so they went to Los Angeles and they became Black Oak, Arkansas, and they signed with Alco Records, which was who's part of a subsidiary of Atlantic Records and stuff, and and they they became Black Oak, Arkansas, and this self-titled record was released in '71, and it went from there. But it's funny, the names of the names of the guys. Everybody had a nickname.
I
Um,
know.
to start off with, the Nobody Else, the original band, they had they had guys like Chicky Hawk, Ronnie Chicky Hawk Smith on vocals, and Ricky Lee, who was called Risky or Ricochet, and they had Stanley Goobergrin on guitar, and they had Harvey Burley, and they had Pat Dirty Daughtry, and they had Wayne Squeezebox Evans, and they had Ronnie Chicky Hawk. I mean, they had, and then James Mangrum was Jim Dandy.
Right.
So everybody had a nickname. It was one of those things where, kind of like the group of guys that I hang around with up here in New England. You know,
Well,
uh,
the
everybody has a nickname.
thing about this band, Ed, is their original members. They have, the drummer and singer and the guitar player are have been there for the whole history of Black Oak, Arkansas. And there's others who, who the original cast, and there was a couple replacements, is like 7 or 8. Um, but if you look at the past members of this band and the graph that we typically look at, if you look, um, this band has had, what am I looking at here, Ed? 80 past members,
It's crazy.
75 past members
The
in Black Oak, Arkansas. Really
yeah, it's just huge. It's huge. It's huge.
huge.
And you know how when you look at these little graphs, they do the little bars. So and so was here from 75 to 79. It's just
Right.
it's crazy.
Well,
It's like a weird spreadsheet. It's crazy.
right. Like when you look at a band like Rat or something, like,
Right. There's
but there's been
10
a
people
couple
maybe.
other people around, and it might be 8 or 9 people at
Right.
most. But this band, yeah, there is.
It's
It's a lot of names on that list, bro.
it's yeah. It's just nuts. I if I was a Black Oak, Arkansas fan, I'd be like, "What the hell? How do you keep
Well,
track of all this stuff?"
let me before we crack open the Jim Dandy, David Lee Roth. How classic that Dave's playing M3 this weekend, and we're talking Jim Dandy, Ed.
He's
You
probably
know,
playing right now, and we're talking Jim Dandy.
I know, I know.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean,
Before we open up that part of the Black Oak,
okay,
Arkansas story, let's shift gears, Ed.
all right. Hey,
Why
Boner's in
don't
the
we?
chat.
Boner Jams. Let's find Boner. There he is.
Yep,
The
he was
Boner
wondering.
Jams, the special sauce of the Under the Bus Wednesday stuff. What's up, dude?
He was wondering if it was a death metal band.
Black Oak, you know who Black Oak, Arkansas is. Come on,
Yeah,
Boner.
or my new band, White Maple, Vermont.
There you
Uh,
go.
hey, why not?
Let's shift gears here because I think the chat wants to get a little involved in the Jim Dandy
Sure.
conversation there. But let's Ed has got a what sounds like a fantastic unboxing here.
Oh, okay.
We all like unboxings.
Unbagging, whatever you want to call
Ed,
it. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let's
take it
isolate. Okay.
away.
All right. Hold on. Let me grab my scissors here because these packages suck to open. You'll sit there like a bag of chips and go rip it open, and everything goes flying everywhere. So, oh, here we go. All right. Oh, it's baggy in here.
Oh.
A baggie. Ooh. Oh, it's about how many ounces do we have here? Ooh.
Mm.
It might be my weed guy. Hold on. Oh yeah. Look at wow. Okay.
Are you just laying eyes on these for the first time, Ed?
Yes. Okay. There we go.
All right, drum roll. Ta-da! Oh, dude.
There's the front.
So you got the Van
With the
Halen stripes and Edvis on the shirt.
Edvis on the shirt. I got
And
the show me your pick hat.
nice.
Well, it kind of like I look like today. Actually, that's funny.
There you go.
And then in the back,
Oh, dude.
show me your pick. Oh crap! Come on, focus. Let me go back a little bit. Maybe it'll grab it there. Anyway, to show me your pick, the Halenville Live, and
Hold it closer.
there we go. There we go. Let me
Hold
try
a
to
little
go.
closer. Yeah,
Let me
go
go.
closer.
Let me go slow. Let me go slow so my
Go slow and closer. There you
camera
go.
doesn't freak out.
One more time closer. There you go.
And then
Nice.
because I like Elvis, the TCB logo, and then my
Move your
signature
hand to the right.
this way
No, up to the right. Never
up to the
mind.
right.
Looks good, dude.
Anyway,
What's that yellow thing at the bottom?
TCB is taking care of business. That's Elvis's
Yeah,
logo. That's his thing.
right.
He gave necklaces to everybody in his crew that had that on it. So I'm a big Elvis fan. You know, obviously that's the reason why I call myself Edvis. So
Right, right.
I got all three stuff in there. I got Show Me a Pick, I got Halenville Live, and Edvis.
Nice, dude. Nice.
So Greg, god damn, he's good. Greg from Legend Picks, man. Unbelievable.
Sweet, Ed.
I didn't even have to converse with him at all. I just sent him the graphics and told him what I wanted, and we didn't even have to discuss any details. He just all of a sudden they were in the mail, and he sent them to me. So
Right on.
yeah, fantastic.
They look
Great,
fantastic,
great
dude.
job, Greg.
Nice, nice. So Ed got a sack of picks from our friend Greg at Legend Picks. There is a link down below if you want to get you a sack of picks. He's made guitar picks for Ed and all these people, and for this show, and for Halenville, and he can make them for you too. There's a link down below. He's made them for a lot of people that we know, maybe for somebody that you know, but he certainly can make them for you. It's a great buying experience. Send Greg a message. Um, he'll respond promptly, and you can send him your artwork for both sides. You need to know what type of pick, what type you want the pick to be made
Yep,
out of, the
yep.
thickness, the gauge,
Mm-hmm.
the shape of the
Background
pick,
color.
the everything. You send
Yep.
him your graphic for each side. Can be two-sided
Or
and
one.
or
Yeah.
one, but he does great work. It is a great buying experience. He's a great guy. We've
Good
had him
prices.
here live on the channel as a guest. You can go back. That was the Kansas episode. Not sure of the number, but Greg was here
After
for that.
250, I don't blame you. You don't remember.
And not in order anyway.
But yeah, I got 144 picks here.
Yep,
One gross.
one gross.
One gross.
Right on. But Greg's prices are fantastic. The buying experience, though, I mean, it's quick, simple. You need guitar picks, boom, boom, boom. You got a bag in the mail in a week, right?
Yeah,
That
in a week.
that
It
that
took a week.
that's how it goes, right? So
Yep.
yeah. Nice, Ed.
And Tony will include. I'll send you a bunch, and
Yeah,
Brendan,
send me some a
and
handful, and
he'll
we'll
he'll include
share
them.
them with you
Yeah.
guys for trivia.
By
Yep,
the
yep.
way, also any new people in the chat, like what was it, Curious Potato, and sorry, I forgot the other people. If you go into Tony's channel, into the details, where is that in the community section
Now in the description,
description?
Ed.
You can email Tony, and he'll send you a little pick pack.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so you trivia You trivia players, we play 10 shot rock and roll trivia here every show, every week. You guys that are new, welcome. We're going to play here shortly, and we're going to give away the Eric Clapton 2014 pick. But if you've never won here before, I always make sure that you get all of our guitar picks, the Show Me Your picks, the Halenville picks, the Edvis picks, the Brendan B. Square picks. We'll toss in a Charles Green pick, a Quentin F. and James pick, might even chunk you a Jay Turner Mean Street pick or
Oh,
two. You
Mean
never
Street
know.
pick
But
too. Wow.
point is, if you've never won here before, you new guys, and if you win, um, our trivia game, I'm gonna send you a bunch of guitar picks of all of ours. So yeah, thanks for being here. Get ready to play here shortly, and
Yeah.
we'll see how much you know about music and rock and roll. And I write these questions every week. I've never used the same question. And I just thought about doing that. I thought, I could go back 6 months and not have to write trivia and just grab those 10 effing questions and save however long it takes. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I enjoy writing. Since we've done these, we've calculated, I've written over 2,000 rock and roll trivia questions.
Wow. Think
Yeah.
about that. That's crazy. I can't believe Monique didn't get the Marky Mark one last week, though. I was disappointed. She was busy, though. She was busy with babysitting or something. I think it was. Or
I
over.
do try to write them for our audience, Ed,
I
and
know.
not
I know.
just for. But I, all at the same time, I do want to keep it real and make it kind of hard because it is a trivia game for a
Right.
prize, so
Right.
you got to earn it.
Definitely. And I think eventually maybe Bent Tom will get his my mom as an answer. It could. You never know. You never know.
I'm gonna write that question one day. I
Yeah, I
promise
know
you
it.
I will.
I bet you will. And when you least expect it, Tommy.
But nah, it's a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
Those of you who are new, welcome. Thanks for being here tonight. We do this every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We celebrate a different band or artist here. It can be any genre. We're collectors here, and we'll show you the guitar picks and other whether it's passes or drumsticks or whatever for that band like that.
Oh yeah.
And for those of you who are new, and for you just jumping in, we do sometimes hear of all the genres and artists that we cover, and we listen to a lot of music here, us guys here in prep for these shows, these all kind of genres. But once in a while, we do have a special guest attached with I'd love to have Jim Dandy here as a guest tonight.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Um, yeah, but once in a while that does actually happen. And next week it is certainly a certainty. Steve Lynch guitar player for autograph, will be here with us. Yep.
Oh yeah.
He's got a new book out, 2025 release, Confessions of a Rock Guitarist. It is a fantastic read if you want to get into the nuts and bolts of the big autograph opening for Van Halen and all that, how that all that went down. And there, we are going to have so much fun next week with Steve. This book is so fantastic. Um, st- we're all cut from the same mold. You know what bonds us together as fans with our heroes. There is a wonderful story next week that we'll talk about with Steve about how he got to meet Jeff Beck way back in the day. Just to he was a guitar pick hound himself and sought a guitar pick out in the cold standing rain, and Jeff invited him into his limousine
Whoa.
to give him his guitar pick. Yes, that he
Wow.
kept for many, many years and gave back to Jeff as a nub at a very special occasion many, many years later after they were both. We'll talk all about that next week. It's
Wow.
a fantastic
Wow.
read. Confessions of a Rock Guitarist, Steve Lynch, 2025 release. This book is overdue. It should have been out a year ago. Steve's been busy otherwise with other autograph business like that.
Hmm.
A lot of you know about all that. Well, we're not going to
Yeah.
talk about any of that shit next week. No, we're not.
No, unless he brings it up. Nope.
We're not going to talk about
No.
none of it. But the new book is in place. We're going to talk all about that with Steve next week. That's for sure.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, such a pleasure. The great Steve Lynch of the band Autograph. The first three Autograph albums, Ed, including Sign In, the first one, we all know. The first three are untouchable.
Right.
They are.
Amazing.
They
Amazing.
are. They were on their way,
Great
you
80s
know.
rock music. Oh my
It
God.
is. It is.
Yep.
Um, and great, great history there with Steve, not just with Autograph, but his whole career also is quite magnificent. Steve Lynch is he is a great guitar player. He's a
Yeah.
great dude, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This show is long overdue here. We've been waiting to do this show with this book, kind of, at the same time for a couple of years or so. Quite
Yeah.
honestly, Ed,
Right.
um,
You
we've been
told me
very
that. Yeah.
patient here. Um, but yeah, the
You've been
book is
chasing.
finally out. Yes, it's finally here. But yeah, um,
And you also mentioned that we might be opening up the chat for a few questions
yes,
as
we
well.
will. We
Yeah.
absolutely will. So
Whether it's gear or whatever.
if you have any questions um, for Steve, and yeah, we will
We'll
have,
try we'll try to get to you. Yep.
we will get to you. We will get to you. Um,
Mhm.
yeah. Um,
All right.
yeah.
I think it's trivia time.
It is approaching that
Cue,
time.
yeah. I'm sure they're all itching to get that Eric Clapton pick
I know.
and our
Let
pick.
me um let me touch on something, Ed, before we cruise to trivia.
Sure.
Um so um Jim Dandy Mangrum, this dude
Yes.
right here in the yellow with his hands up in the air, big attitude, big ego, perfect example of what a lead singer should be,
Front man,
front man. But
entertainer.
a lot of guys in that time frame, Ed, really got the persona. I mean, and not many people had that. That guy had it. Um, Mick Jagger had it. David Lee Roth had it. Paul Stanley had it.
Robert Plant.
Um, Robert Plant had it.
Yep.
But there were not many on that list.
Steven Tyler,
Um,
maybe. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
maybe,
All right.
maybe,
All right.
maybe, 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 maybe,
Sorry.
maybe. But
Continue.
just the epitome of what a lead singer, the mold of what we all want in our lead singer, you
Yep.
know, um, that guy was the shit,
Oh
but
yeah.
you have to understand for a working band, and those guys work their asses off. They put out music on into the early 2000s and still, but they they never had a single, Ed.
Nope.
They never had a hit single. They never had a song
Nope.
that made them identifiable
Right.
with public like that, but they had to compensate by working their asses off, and they played thousands of gigs in their careers, but in all sizes of venues. But there was a window of time where they were playing to large audiences.
Yep.
So um, yeah.
But so coincidence. Jim Dandy wore tight pants. Sometimes he took his shirt off. Long blonde
Sometimes
hair.
it's long blonde
Front
hair.
man. Couldn't sing.
Hair, couldn't
Yeah,
sing.
he was okay
Yeah,
for a vocalist, but he made it up with his showmanship. It sounds like somebody we know.
sounds like with a high kick and a little yell.
Yeah,
If you
they actually
don't
had a song
like
called
that,
Gigolo. Coincidence?
it,
I don't know.
he there
Just a
there
gigolo,
there
maybe.
there were others at the time who almost beamed with that much frontman confidence. It was a
Right.
era, and it's we've heard Roth say many times, the Martha Quinn 1982 interview. MTV strolls into New York studios, and Martha Quinn gets to interview him, and he says it's where do you get your style from, Dave? Where do you get your influence? It's not like it just comes from an empty room in a lightning bolt. You steal from people and you have influences, and that's how it
Right.
goes down. And this dude, Jim Dandy Mangrum, played a significant role on the persona, and I'll say it just like that, Ed, the persona, which is the Diamond David Lee Roth that we all know and love.
Exactly.
And that's
Yep.
he patterned a lot of his stuff, the yell and the stage
Yep.
presence and moves. And quite honestly, David Lee Roth was a little cooler than Jim Mangrum was. There were a
Yeah.
little different eras, but
He
you know
Dave used that as his base, so to speak, and then he just expanded upon it. You know, and put his own style on top of
well,
that.
they were the band, and they were head and shoulders, but he latched on to that guy and proved to be a big influence on him. How many little high squeals, like in the song Jump and others,
Oh my God.
those new songs, I mean, we would have never heard that had it not been for Jim Dandy, Ed.
Exactly. Didn't they met one time? Didn't they pass each other or meet backstage
I
at
think they
a
did.
festival?
Yeah.
Um, I want to say it was a California uh, festival. But anyway, there's a
But
picture of them walking by each other and saying hi or whatever, and it's pretty funny.
well, that it is obvious. Dave has never come out and said. I think he's been asked it in interviews before, but he bobs and weaves. But it's really obvious, painfully obvious, that
Yeah, come
Jim
on.
Dandy played a huge influence on David Lee Roth.
And according to Dave, he'd probably say, "No, it's all me, and this is me, and whatever." But I don't think he would like to acknowledge that he had an influence, just because of his ego. But it's very apparent. Come on.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course it
And I'm sure Jim
is.
Dandy would say the same thing. He would say like, "Yeah, he copied me, but it's all right. It's the greatest form of flattery. It's
It is. You're exactly
yeah.
right.
What's wrong with that? I mean, I think Dave got a better career out of it,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Well, I mean, we all like that side of Dave. We
Hmm.
didn't realize the influence then, Ed, but
Right, right.
we sure like that version. I mean, the 1980 version of David Lee Roth,
Yep.
you know. You didn't know that shit was Black Oak, Arkansas. You just knew it was Van Halen and it kicked ass.
KXM Rock. What's up, buddy? Yeah, that's right.
What's up, dude? Good to see you,
Yeah,
man.
it's even KXM says, David saw what Jim Dandy was doing and said that's how you do it,
Yep.
which is fine. I mean, there's only so many moves and things you can do on stage, and so many chords. You can always say that one band's going to copy another because it's not infinite. It's which is fine. Different tricks can come and different styles can come, but you can always go back and say, "Oh, so and so did that, or so and so did that." It's how you elaborated on it yourself. It's how you
Right.
changed it to suit your persona or
Well,
whatever.
I mean, a lot of it's that's how it's done.
Right.
That's what happens, and it can be anything. It can be, a singer, a guitar player, or even something
Right.
totally different. I mean, I was a kid in baseball, let's say, and I was a catcher. And as a young kid, I modeled myself after Gary Carter
All right. Gary Carter's.
of the Expos then, but obviously of the Mets there, Ed.
So was he your hero, so to speak, or
Yes, he
your?
was.
Yeah. There you
Absolutely.
go. If I had played basketball, I would probably go after. I would try to emulate Larry Bird. That's just
Right.
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 And people would say, "Oh, wow, he kind of plays like." Well, I wish I could play like Larry, but no.
But
But
still,
anyway,
same comparison.
your
Right.
influences greatly. Yeah, they they make you as what you are as a performer or whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, exactly. Jim Dandy and vaudeville equals David Lee Roth. Great,
Yeah.
perfect, William. Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, but for a band to have been around as long as they have, and to keep, they've got quite a lot of albums and have sold quite a lot of albums,
And they're
but
still going,
never,
right?
they are still going, but have
Amazing.
never had at any point in their history the breakthrough
Nope.
success that would need to sustain most bands, most bands to, and
Right.
these guys have changed labels 2 or 3 times, but to sustain with the label and make money, have a single that's successful. Um, yeah, they yeah, if I were the guy at the label, I would be wondering if this is a good idea to
Right.
sign
Right.
these two.
Right. Are they ever gonna have a hit? Right.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
I was listening to some of their music earlier today, and one song that they did play that kind of, I'm like, I know that song, was Rock and Roll Band, which Tom Petty also played. So you want to be a rocker? Just get a guitar and learn how to play. You know that song?
right. Right.
So I was wondering, is that an original Black Oak, Arkansas song? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look into it any
Yeah.
further,
I don't know. I
but
don't
they
know.
sang that
Somebody.
back really early.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know if that was an original. And but as far as I know, you're right. They didn't have any very high hits, very
Yeah.
on the
I
charts.
know.
They were
The
kind of
Al
mediocre, and they just kind of cruised along.
I know the albums did okay
Oh, the Birds. Okay, thank you, William.
for the era at the time in the 70s and early 80s. They did okay. They really did, and
Right.
but those guys, they toured their asses off and they played everywhere. Um and they ended up back in the early days on a lot of bills with a lot of other kind of artists, you
Yep.
know. Um, but yeah, it is quite a miracle though, Ed, for a band to be this old, to have had this many albums, to have sold as many albums as they've sold, but to have never had a hit single and to
Crazy.
sustain longevity like they have into new eras
Yeah.
and beyond, just all riding the coattails of the name Black Oak, Arkansas. I mean, ultimately, without an identifiable song, Ed, how
How
else
does
do you say it?
how does that work?
I know. I mean, let's say the next club down the road, your club, the bowl, like, you're gonna have Black Oak, Arkansas. Oh, cool. What do they sing? I forget, but we know Black, and that's how it goes. Um,
They just played a concert at the Rainbow Bar in Hollywood on April 13th,
I know they
and
are,
they're
as
scheduled
long
to.
as they call themselves Black Oak, Arkansas, they will still be able to get the
Yeah,
job.
they are. It says they're not scheduled to embark on any tour this year, any large tour anyway. But they are. They're slated to perform at. Oh wait, they already played that. That was in 2024. But I'm sure they're gonna have some dates available soon for this year.
Yeah,
You know that
they're doing it. They are doing it.
it's just one of those bands that just keeps going and somehow just you know just keeps doing it.
Right. Well, the constant two members are um, Jim Dandy and Ricky Lee Reynolds, the guitar player. But yeah, these guys have had 60, 75 members in this band through its history. Yeah,
Their
quite a
greatest
lot.
their greatest hits album, the last one that they had was 30 songs. So, wow. But they weren't hits really, so to speak, but
I
they did a
know.
compilation, and so good for them to keeping it going.
All right, kids, that's your cue. You can go to the fridge real quick.
I love that music.
We get down to it. 10-shot rock and roll trivia. We're playing for Eric Clapton 2014 guitar pick tonight. It's right here. It's going in an envelope for somebody. So you new guys and gals in the chat, there is a trivia winner's email down below in the description. You'll find if you should win, email me your name and address, and I'll mail you out that Eric Clapton guitar pick. Plus, if you've never won here before, I'll hook you up with the show me your pick, Hailing the Live pick, the new Ed DeBrill pick, the old Ed DeBrill pick, the Charles
Cool.
Green, the Brendan B. Squared, and you might get a couple more of something in there. Show me your pick, decal, bumper, sticker, something will else. Brendan B. Squared, cigar box, guitars, stickers will be in there.
Yeah. You are so generous, man.
So we we spice it up. If you hadn't won here, and everyone in the chat over there who has one has all of our guitar picks. And that's the way we want it. We want all of you, if you hadn't won, to have all of our guitar picks, all of them. And you might get multiples of these guitar picks too. So, all right. There are 10 questions about music and rock and roll. We're going to flash them up here on the screen. Kind of like that, but not like that.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
So we'll flash the question up on the screen. Good luck, like that. And when you see the question, you type in the chat the first correct that we see. You got to be quick now. So you got to play this 10-shot rock and roll trivia game right, too. You got to hit refresh before we start so your internet, is like that.
Yeah.
You're not, there's no latency or lagging. All right.
So I am the judge, jury, and executioner.
You are he. You are him. All right. Good luck, everybody. Our trivia game here tonight. Where is it at? Where is it at? Our trivia game here tonight is brought to you and me by Brendan B. Squared Cigar Box Guitars. If you want a cigar box guitar, there's a link down below. He makes handsome cigar box guitars. Some of them kind of look like that too. So hit the link down below. Brendan, we miss you tonight, brother.
Yeah, man.
Brendan, where are you? All right. Let's play some trivia. Good luck to the chat. Type in promptly. All right. All right, Ed, you ready?
I'm ready, brother.
Let me get my list over here. That's not it. That's it. All right. Okay, question number 1. Now these rock questions, they are general rock and roll trivia questions. Can be about any genre. I write them personally myself. Good luck. Here is question number 1. Some are hard, some are easy, some are straightforward. So pay attention. Okay. All right. Here we go. Good luck. First correct. This is the second song, side A, of the 1980 AC/DC album Back in Black. Name that tune. Bring it,
Come on.
kiddos.
AC/DC on tour right now. Actually, they're at Gillette Stadium tonight, I believe. Nope. No idea. It's not a song. Nope. Good guess, KXM. Nope. Good guesses.
All you got to do is name the second song off the records. Isn't that the
Nope.
most sold record in history, Ed? For
I
fuck's sake.
believe so. It's up there. Oh, nope. That's not it.
That's not it.
Nope.
That's not it.
Oh, Christopher Life was in here, but nope. That's not
Sova,
right.
what's up, dude? Good to see you.
Come on, right on the good guess. Not wrong album.
Damn. Y'all need to break out Back in
Oh,
Black
come on,
a little more
TNT. What the
often.
fuck?
A little more often.
Let's go.
Come on
It's
now.
Back in Black.
Just just type it in. Just type it in.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
Come on, Cletus. Oh, good guesses. Wow, I really thought somebody was going to get this fast.
I know. I'm like
Everybody's going to their catalog right now.
like what the hell, dude? You don't know this
Nope.
by heart?
Nope.
By heart?
Oh, Nick.
Shoot the thrill. Way to
Way to
kill. A
kill.
gun and I'm ready. That's the second song, dude. That's
Woo!
the
All
most
right.
played album in history of music.
Way to go, Nick. The young guy got it. You old bastards. I can't believe you didn't get this.
Dudes, I am
Nick wasn't even
disappointed.
born then.
Man, oh man, you asked me that question, I'd have popped them all off in order, Ed. All right.
Oh,
Number 2, good luck. This folk trio had a 1963 hit with the song Puff the Magic Dragon.
a lot of drugs being done back then. What do they mean by is that a children's song? Oh, Monique.
Monique's
Oh,
in first. Peter, Paul, and Mary. Sir William of Bologna 3 is right behind
uh,
her. You got Monique in there first, Ed?
yes, I got Monique in
I
there
do
first.
also. Okay. All right.
Um,
Monique is on the board. All right. Monique is in there. We are off and running. We're cruising on to question number 3. Good luck. Stay with us. The song Joy to the World was originally written by Hoyt Axton. What classic rock band made it popular? Joy to the world. All right, let me see who's first. Sir William is in
William.
there
Yep.
first. Yes,
Yep.
good one. Lewis is right behind him. All right.
Um,
Three Dog Night took that song and ran with it.
oh boy, they did.
Joy to the fishes and the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Da 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 da. Okay. All right. All right. Number 4. All right. So number 4 is always our complete the next line. We're going to give you some song lyrics and you're going to complete the next line to complete the lyric. But you have to type in all of the words. If you're lacking, you're wasting your time. Somebody else is typing it correctly ahead of you. Okay. So type in all of the words to complete the next line. Got it? Good. All right. Complete the next line to this song. I feel like a running politician just trying to please you all the time. I'm giving you my share. Come on, kiddos.
Nope. Good guesses. Come on. Oh, Steve. Rezor.
Where's Steve? With no condition. That's it. All right. All right. Okay. So what's the score there, Ed?
Everybody has one. We got Nick, Monique, William, and Steve.
Nick, Monique, William, and Steve. Okay. All right. So we are off to number 5. Is that right?
Number 5.
Okay. Good luck. All right. The first correct that we see, number 5, Beyonce came from what girl group?
I guess. Oh, so William.
Destiny's Child. Yeah. All right. William is in front.
William is in front. 2 to 1 to 1 to 1.
All right. Okay. All right. So number 6 here. All right. So number 6. All right.
Number 6.
Let's go there. Okay. Okay, good luck. The early 70s songs Sunshine on My Shoulders and Rocky Mountain High are from who?
Steve.
Steve, John Denver. That is
All right,
right.
we get a tie ball game.
We do have a tiebreaker should we need one.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So Steve's out in front. Number 7 is still anyone's game. All right. Number 7, good luck. But Bobby Brown rose to fame as a founding member of the R&B pop vocal group.
Come on. Come on, you youngsters. Oh, looks like William.
Yep.
William takes the lead with 3.
So wait a second here. Wait a second now, Ed. I've got William De Silva in with New Edition first, and
William
Sir
De Silva, yeah.
William of Bologna behind him.
Right. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know it's William De Silva.
So Williams got 1. Is he on the board with 1 now?
Yes.
What's the score, Ed?
Nick has 1. Monique has 1. Um, Sir William has 2. Steve has 1, and William De Silva has 1.
Okay. So Steve's the leader here. Okay.
Steve is Steve and Sir William each have 2.
So both of them have 2.
Yes.
All right.
He got Peter Paul and Mary at 3 Dog Night. Sir William. So,
Okay.
but William De Silva just got that one.
So I thought that for let's go back a second, Ed. So who got the question for number 2? I thought Monique got that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Monique got that one. You're right. I was thinking 3 Dog Night, number 3.
Okay. So once again, before we proceed, what's the score? Who's leading the pack here?
I've got Steve Resor and Sir William tied.
Okay. And they have 2 each.
Yes.
And who's the rest?
Nick, Monique, and William De Silva each have 1.
Okay. All right. So, and we are going to question 8. That's 3 left. So, plenty of time if you've not scored in yet. It's still your game. It's still anyone's game. Number 8. Let's go there. Good luck. Which former member of Van Halen was born in Salinas, California in 1947? Which one might that be?
Ben Tom.
Hadn't come up on mine yet.
Ben Tom said Sammy. Right before Christopher Lifesawa said Michael Anthony.
Let me find it here. Yeah, mine. I guess I skipped a beat here. There is Tommy on the board. All right. Okay, we're getting close. All right. So there's only 2 questions left.
Yep.
So we chunk in a curveball every once in a while just to keep you guys on your um hang on a second, Ed. Let me cut that off. How's that now?
Thank you.
Notice the difference?
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. So number 9, good luck. All right.
Number
Need a
9.
need a quick answer for somebody who's going to make it a game here. Number 9, who is the current world's number 1 in golf? Who is
Number
that
1
person?
in golf. Nice guess, Tom.
Who is that person?
Oh, Christopher.
Scheffler, you got it. Sova's on the board here. Got 1 left. Somebody can tie it on up, and we can go to a tiebreaker. Steve's in the lead, though.
Steve and Sir William each have 2.
Okay. Wow. And a little spicy in here. Okay. So, all right. So, number 10, we ask this question every week, and it's kind of loosely based on this show. So, if you're familiar with Show Me Your Pick and this channel, you might do okay. All right. Um, we call it the Know the Show question. So you should be all right. You should be all right. But good luck. I need you to put your thinking caps on right here, even though you're familiar. It's all on the line. We're here now. Here we are. Who is the author of the books Guitar Picks of Rock and Roll 1 and 2? Who's the author? I need a first and a last name.
Good guess. That pick guy. Tony.
That's gonna be.
We'll take that. Oh yeah, he fixed it. He fixed it.
He fixed it.
Okay.
So with
Chris.
Brian Bouchard,
3-way tie.
we have a 3-way tie here. All right. Let me do some alterations here real quick, Ed.
All right.
Let me
Bring
see
in
if
the tiebreaker.
let me see if it'll let me first. Ah! I got to kick somebody to the curb here. Who's got to go? All right. Somebody's got to go. Wait a second.
Some picture or
I
something
I
has
I
to go.
got I got the 5-year in here twice. How'd that happen? I got room now. All right. Okay, tiebreaker time. So who is our our contestants who are tied, Ed.
All right, we got Sir William, Steve, and Sova.
Sir William, Steve Razor, and Christopher Live Sova.
Yep.
Now, Sova is the all-time trivia champ here on this channel.
Get the fuck
Um,
out of here. Is he?
he is
Really?
absolutely. Yes, he is. He's like, yeah. So you got a ways to go, kiddos, to catch that dude. Um, but we're going to show you a picture of not a band but a artist. Okay, it'll be a person. We need to know their first and last name. If you don't know the last name, you're wasting your time typing in the first name. Just saying. I need both of them in the same answer. Got it? Got it. All right. So, who is this? I need a first and a last name.
Oh my God. Huey Lewis. Jay Hannon. Oh my God. Uh, Roseanne Barr.
All right, come on now.
Oh man, I don't know if they're gonna get this.
Time
It
for
should be.
fucking around's over.
Uh, if we just get the first name, should we accept it, Tony?
No,
Okay. All right.
they're going to earn it.
All right.
This is Eric Clapton pick, bruh. All right, kids. Who is that? Kind of looks like a girl to me, Ed.
Yeah. Yep.
Nowadays you
It may
can't
be.
say you can't. You gotta be careful of what you
Yeah.
say around town, right?
I know. I know.
You know, that's a good answer there. So somebody's got to get this, or else this pick becomes property of the people.
I mean, people might know the first name of this player, but oh, bedtime.
Bent Tommy, Mona Nader. Yep, she played with Sammy. You know who Mona is? That's her. You didn't recognize her? Come on, man. She played with she
The
was the
Wabos.
bass player in the Wabaritos or the
Yes.
Wabos. Yeah.
The Wabos. So we're still tied then, or are we? Or yeah, that's a
What's
four-way
the
tie.
what's the score here?
We got we got Sir William, Steve, Sova, and Tom. All have two.
They all have two.
Yep.
After the after the
I know Tommy. I know Tommy.
all right, so we're still knotted up after the tiebreaker. I ain't got nothing left, Ed.
Oh, come on.
No, I ain't got
How
no
how how
questions
how
left.
how, how about that picture I sent you the other day?
All right, now see if Tommy had just let the contestants play, but I don't mind that. That's what this show is. Um, let me see what I got here. Let me. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. let's see what else is here. Um, I don't have it, dude. I don't have it. Um, I never used a trivia question twice,
Hmm.
but I guess I can sure do that now, I guess. All right, we'll do it. Do
All
it,
right.
man. Do it.
All right. You got something?
I got something.
All right. Well, I don't know the answer. So
All right, let me take this down. All right, so who are our tied contestants here, Ed?
Sova, Tommy, Sir William, and Steve Rezor.
All right, so you fellas, I'm going to show you a picture of a artist, okay? And hint, we've used it here on the show in recent months. How's that? There's your hint.
All right.
Okay, somebody's got the edge here all of a sudden. I don't know who it is, but we're going to show you a picture and you're going to type in the first and last name of this person. I need both names first and last. Good luck. Name the artist right here. Here we go.
Hmm. I have no idea who that is.
Who's that drummer right there? He might not even be a drummer, Ed. He might just be some guy holding sticks.
That's what I was wondering. Could be a guitarist behind the drums. I have no idea who this guy
All right,
is.
kids. If nobody gets this time, the Eric Clapton pick stays at home.
Looks like I don't know who he looks like. Anybody right yet, Tony?
A sweaty Cuban guy.
Tommy says Sonny Emery.
No,
No, okay. Abreu Garcia.
no, that's not him. I don't know who that is though.
Huh.
All right, you contestants, you got to give me one more good, strong answer. This
Oh,
is the tiebreaker.
KXM.
KXM Rock, you can certainly ruin the tiebreaker. Any of you chat guys and gals
Oh,
can feel free to chime in and fuck these guys up because they're not thinking.
Jonathan Moffat.
Where is it at? Who's the
And
first
Ben
one
Tom
in?
said Jonathan Moffat.
Jonathan Moffat. Bent Tommy has won it
All
for
right.
tonight. That is Jonathan Moffat,
Way to go.
the great drummer. He was Michael Jackson's drummer.
Way to go, buddy. After all that.
Okay, Bent Tommy is your champion for tonight. He spanked y'all.
Way to
He
go.
got it. Tommy, you did it, dude. I'm gonna ship you out a Eric Clapton
All
pick
right. He
coming
wants to,
to you. All
he's such a nice guy. He wants to give it to somebody else.
right. How about somebody new here in the chat? You guys and girls, since Bent Tom is such a cool dude, whoever's new in the chat right now, Sir William, um, who was our other new guy or gal?
Curious Potato and
Curious Potato.
the guy with the TWA in his name. I forget what the hell it
Yeah.
was. It was
So
way
you
back.
guys, Bent Tommy, he's one of the OGs here on the channel. He's offered up something sweet. We're going to give you this Eric Clapton guitar pick, somebody new, and we're going to hook you up with the whole shebang of all the guitar picks around here. So, all right. So,
Way to go, Tommy.
Sir William, here's what do. Email me your name and address, and I'm going to send you out a very fine prize pack, courtesy of Show Me Your Pick. Thanks for being here. Thanks for playing. Thanks to Bent Tom for hooking you up. Um, you almost won outright. So great game, great playing, all of you. It's always fun playing 10-shot rock and roll trivia here. You know, um, but yeah, thank you, Tommy. Good to see you, dude. All right.
And we'll see him soon on the 5th anniversary show.
Yes, we will. Let's show you a couple of Black Oak, Arkansas picks.
Please.
Why don't we? Turn up the radio. I need the music. Can't wait till next weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Always like Ricky Lee Reynolds guitar picks here. Yeah. Looks like I got a little bit of a glare going on, Ed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, maybe I got the.
I can see that. Looks fine.
Let's see where the. How about like that? Turn up the radio. That's an older one right there, dude.
I guess. Wow. Faded.
Yeah. And I've had that one for a little while. And that's just a one-sided. Yeah.
How old is that sucker?
That's from probably early 80s, late 70s, something like that. Let's do this. Yeah, make it look halfway presentable. Sniffy, snappy, say cheese. And
cheese.
All right. All right. Back to sanity. All right. There we go. All righty. So where are we at on time, Ed? We are 2
2:11.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 2 hours. I think we're gonna kind of wind things down at this point. Yeah. That was a fun game of trivia tonight.
Yeah. I
A
like it when
lot of
it's a lot of answers, a lot of participants.
strong players too.
Yep.
Yep, you guys are good though. I do enjoy writing these. I write them every week. I've never used except a couple of the pictures like this. I've never rehashed any old trivia. I write them every week like that. Um, yeah. So
Great questions.
yeah, I like writing them. I usually write them on Wednesday, and how it usually ends up is somehow magically, Ed. Um, I write the last one, and I look up at the desk and I close out of StreamYard here and I go to YouTube, and Under the Bus is just starting.
Ah, so you watch them while you're writing trivia?
No, it seems like that they come on just as I get done writing trivia.
Oh, after you're finished. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching tonight.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
And I learned shit about another band. That's awesome.
we always do every
That's what
week.
I love about this show.
We'll show you more guitar picks next week from another band. Just so happens next week we'll show you the guitar picks from Steve Lynch and Autograph and Randy Rand. Yes, Steve Lynch will be here in studio as our special guest too. That
And
is
we
next Saturday. We are super, super excited, super stoked. We're all reading our latest copy, Confessions of a Rock Guitarist, the latest
yeah.
um,
Thanks, Steve.
from Steve Lynch, brand new. We'll talk all about the book, all about autograph history, all about Steve Lynch, his career in music, and it is quite a journey. We all know Steve from Autograph, but he is a very accomplished musician and a great story. He's, you know, traveled the world over, and he's smart guy and very innovative on the guitar. um, Very similar styles to Eddie Van Halen in early Van Halen um, stuff. Just Eddie got credit for certain stuff and Steve did not. But Steve was very um, on to the hammer-ons up the neck and how you could do that in a song in a um, melodic way. And yeah, so
Right.
but we'll talk all about that with Steve next week. It'll be such a pleasure to see
Can't
and
wait.
meet Steve Lynch next week right here, May 10th, 9 p.m. Tell your
Yeah.
friends
Yeah.
and tell them to tell their girlfriends.
Autograph fans. Come on.
Yeah, turn up the radio. You got it.
Missed you, Brendan.
Yeah, B.
Come on,
Holla,
man.
dude.
Yeah. Hope
All
everything's
right.
okay.
Yeah. Let me get rid of this picture.
That guy.
We're cleaning up around
I
here.
would have
All
had no
right.
clue.
All right.
I thought he
So
had.
in lieu of next week, Ed, and our special guest Steve Lynch from Autograph,
Uh huh.
there will be no 10-shot rock and roll trivia next week.
Oh, okay.
So I get to take the week off as far as that goes, but we will center all of our attention um, around Steve. And
He'd probably win trivia anyway. So
all right, um, but yeah, so there will be no trivia next week.
all
Sorry,
right.
we're not going to give away
Sorry, guys.
we're not going to give away an autograph pick. Unfortunately.
What? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Yeah, but
Love
really,
that
though,
kid.
we're not. We're not though. But so there will be no trivia next week, but you won't miss it. I promise. All right,
Uh,
Ed. We're going to bounce, my friend.
Peace out.
Leave a
A lot of
thumbs up
fun.
here on the video up there
Love you
on your
guys.
way out. Share this video over on your social medias tomorrow
Yeah, hit the thumbs
after
up on
you
your way
get
out.
up, and do that also.
Come on. Subscribe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And tell your friends. Please tell your friends. Send them a link. Say I watched these goofballs last Saturday night. They're fun. Meet me over there. We'll hang out in their chat and cause trouble and all like that. And yeah, so call your friends. Call your friends. All right. We'll see you next week for the big autograph show. Ed, we're out of here, dude.
Peace out.
Peace.
Love you guys.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.